We're out on the middle fork of the Snoqualmie River, and we are teaching kids about restoration ecology this summer. I think that it takes a special kid to be out here during the summer and turn their phones off. But really, we're trying to create an environment where they're working hard, they're helping restore salmon habitat for King County, and in partnership with the Mountains to Sound Greenway, they are earning high school credit as well as internship hours.
Barbed wire on it.
They're really working hard trying to remove all the invasive species out on this section of the river.
I think the environment, especially here in Washington, is something that's really important to me. I spent a lot of the time when I was younger hiking, just being outdoors, doing something that gets me outside in the summer and helps the environment and helps me further my career is something that was really important to me.
We're pulling some ivy, we're pulling some blackberries, we're removing all the invasive species that we can find.
When you have an invasive plant that goes in and kind of outcompetes all of these native species, it can disrupt that and it can cause further impacts, like if you've heard of salmon, reduced salmon populations. That's all because of invasive species and human impact.
I just thought this would be one of those classes where I'm just by myself picking plants and go back to the classroom, call it a day. But we've really been able to work in really great teams together and just to work together to get the environment and help the environment become healthier, was just really nice.
We're trying to restore salmon habitat here on the river.
Wait, I think I know that.
We're working with the Mountains to Sound Greenway in partnership with them to make sure that these students have a great learning experience this summer.
All right, trailing blackberry.
Getting out here in these beautiful spaces. What are some things about this plant?
Blue stem.
3 leaves.
3 leaves.
Introducing them to this world that we live in. We are not separate from nature, we are part of it. So teaching them how ecological restoration can help them improve this place that they live in.
I get all the benefits from learning all about conservation and salmon and forest succession and all this other stuff that I'm really interested in.
Thimbleberry. What are a few ID tips for this?
We have been doing a lot of practice in forest health assessments. So we've been looking at different aspects of the forest to see, is this a healthy place, even though it's green and lush and beautiful?
We've also just had time to enjoy nature. We got to go down to one of the creeks and just look at the fish, skip some rocks, things like that.
So this is a really good way for students to experience everything that an outdoor has to do.
For me personally, I've never found myself to be a very nature type of guy. So to be able to immerse myself in a new environment while also being able to apply scientific knowledge is something that I love, because it really pushed me to step out of my comfort zone and do something I'm not really familiar with.
It is doubly serrated along the margins.
Really, we're trying to create empathy for the environment. We're trying to create an environment where they are learning about habitat restoration, salmon riparian zone restoration.
Because the biology component, I have learned a lot of it in class, but the restoration techniques, how to do it, and meeting with all those professionals, I feel is something you don't typically get in a classroom, I would say. So this internship has really opened my eyes in that sense, career opportunities, things like that.
Ultimately, the goal is for them to have a good experience. The goal is for them to learn lots.
They're all lifted up.
The goal for them is to learn about partnerships within the Snoqualmie Valley, specifically with farms and other partners who are doing restoration out on this part of the river.